Alrighty guys, I am not in my car just yet, but I will be getting in my car, which means we are going book thrifting. Welcome back for those that are coming back, and for those that are new here, my name is Laura, and today we are doing one of my favorite things ever. We are going book thrifting. I am planning on going to at least 2 different stores. I'm hoping 3 and maybe even Barnes. We will see. Because there is a book I want to pick up at Barnes, but I'm kind of debating on waiting. And that is so unlike me. Usually when I have an impulse to buy a book, I just buy it. But I am trying to practice self-control. We will see how much of that I actually have. You guys know it's very minimal when it comes to books. But anyway, let's get going with book thrifting. If we stop at Barnes, we stop at Barnes. We may not. We may. We shall see. But let's head out. The reason I'm starting this video in the house today is because it is 95 degrees out. The real feel is 105 and it is a scorcher. And obviously, if I can help it, I don't want to be out in the heat. So here we go. Let's get started. So our first stop is going to be 2nd Ave Thrift. So let's go. Guys, I am so impressed with the selection that was at Second Ave Thrift today. I am in shock. So as you guys saw, I picked up quite a few books and I ended up sitting down. They have like benches in the middle. I don't know if you saw when I went in, but they have like little benches in the middle. So I sat down with literally all of the books that I picked up and I went through them. I went through Goodreads. There were some I knew I wanted to get, and there were others where I was like, I don't know, kind of iffy. I don't want to grab something I might be iffy on. And then so I looked up the ratings and then ended up putting quite a few back. And then I came across even more books. So there is like a little shelf in the middle. Well, I only looked at one side of that and I had a massive amount of books in my hand. So I was like, I saw it on my way out. I was like, I might as well go to the other side of this, see what's over there before I head out, even though generally I don't find anything there. So that's why I kind of wasn't thinking about it in the moment. I went over there. I found so many amazing books. So don't skip sections in the thrift store. If you skip sections, you may be just missing out. But anyway, let's go through what I got. I got 9 books for a total of $17.94, under $2 a book. Absolutely insane. And for those that are newer here, I do read clean, closed door, and Christian. So you'll see here I have some romances. I do have a good deal of cozy mysteries. This is cozy mystery heavy, but you will also see that there were very popular books at this thrift store that are very hyped and very much all over Book Talk and, you know, other places on BookTube and things like that. But I don't read them anymore. So that is why I didn't pick them up or show them. I am here to promote clean and closed door reads. And if you read those books, there is nothing against that. There's no judgment there. It is just a personal preference. I want to put that out there. So let's jump into the book haul I have here. So I have actually the first 2 romance books that I got right on top, and then we are going into the 7 cozy mysteries after that. So first one I have here is Dashing Through the Snow by Debbie McComber. I have read nothing by this author. I see her books constantly. As you could see, there were so many of her books at this store. There were also like bundles, so like 3 books in one and 2 books in one, but like it didn't kind of make sense to me because the ones that had the 3 or 2 books in one, they were like kind of all over in different series. And you guys know I love reading series and just books in order. So it kind of made me a little anxious to get any of those. So I picked up this one. This one has really great reviews. Also with Christmas coming around. And I say Christmas coming around, it's going to be September here very shortly. It's probably going to be September when this video is up actually. But Christmas is still kind of like right around the corner. The year goes so fast. But anyway, book number 1. Book number 2, I got this author. I don't know if all of her books are clean and closed door, but from what I've read so far, they have been. So I picked this one up. This is Anything for You by Kristen Higgins. I really enjoy her romance books. I think they're deep. I think they are just packed with emotion. So I grabbed this one when I saw it as well. I will actually tell you how much each book was individually. This first one, the Debbie McComber, was $1.99. This one I'm talking about now was also $1.99. And then I have my cozy mysteries that I have here. And the first one I have on top is Candy Slain Murder by Maddie Day. It's a country store mystery. Here is this one. I actually have another Maddie Day. I think it's 4-Leaf Cleaver. That one, sorry, somebody beeped next to me. That one is also on my shelf. So I'm excited to get to Maddie Day. I just know this series is forever long. I do not have book 1. So I kind of want to get book 1 before I start the series, but I want to wait because I often do see her books thrifting. So this one was also $1.99. This series, guys, I actually almost bought this series on Pango. It's hard to find a good portion of the series together, and I do have 4 books from the series. I don't know if they are books 1 through 4 or if they are kind of all over the place, but I grabbed what they had of this series. Every single cozy mystery reader has nothing but amazing things to say about the series, and I was not passing it up. I've been looking at this series for forever, so you guys can imagine how excited I was to see this series. The first one is Sprinkle with Murder by Jen McKinley. Hold on, there's 3 other books. This one was $1.99. We have Red Velvet Revenge, again, $1.99. Dying for Devil's Food, $1.99. And Strawberried Alive, and again, $1.99. Guys, you can't beat that. You cannot beat these prices. Not only that, but it's buy 4 books, get the 5th free. So I also got a book for free. It's just absolutely insane. These next 2. So this one is part of another series that I hear cozy mystery booktubers and cozy mystery readers just in general really love. I have, I think, 2 more of these books at home. But again, this is one I do not have the first for in the series, and I would love to get the first before I start reading them. This one is Classified as Murder by Miranda James. It is a Cat in the Stacks cozy mystery, $1.99. And last but not least, this has been a series I've seen so many people talk about. It is, I believe, book 4. But I will get my hands on the other ones. It may be a series I wait out to read till next summer. I don't know, guys. The hype around these books is just phenomenal, so maybe I will pick them up a bit earlier, but I had to grab this one when I saw it. I have never seen a single one of these books from this series in a thrift store before, so you can bet I was excited. So I have Partners in Lime by Bree Baker, $2.99. Again, you can't beat it. And for the total, again, it was just over $17. My day has been made, but I'm thinking since I got so many books from this thrift store, I don't know. I'm not going to go to Barnes. I just picked up 9 books, but we will go to one more store. I'm sorry if I disappoint you guys a little bit because I know I had kind of like a whole day planned out, but I never usually have this big of a find at thrift stores. You guys will know if you like thrifting books, if you like thrifting in general, it is so hit or miss. And to have a massive haul in one like go, it's very rare. So I have all of these books. I'm going to go to one more thrift store where I know their prices are just absolutely insane every single time I go. They usually have it's a smaller book section, but they usually have really good picks. So we're going to head there now. I believe it's called Second Look Thrift, if I'm not mistaken. I will show you guys the sign when we get there. But let's head there. Like I said, I'm not going to go to Barnes. I have all of these books. I will pick up the book that I wanted to get at Barnes later on. If you guys are wondering, I just read The Magic of Lemon Drop Pie. It was a 6-star read. I have not stopped thinking about that book. It's by Rachel Linden. I want to pick up Recipe for a Charmed Life eventually, but now just may not be the time. I have so many books to read. But anyway, let's head on over to Second Look Thrift. Let's talk about what I got. So as you can see, they had a great selection there as well. I do have to say, I picked up all of the Laura Childs books, but when I looked at where they were in the series, I just didn't want to pick them up. Number one, because they were hardcover. So if I wanted to start the series and then continue on, I would end up maybe potentially having to buy the rest of the series in hardcover. I am really weird with like keeping all my books the same. I would rather have the mass market. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I love mass market books. But anyway, I ended up putting them back because the one series they had number 10 and 14 maybe. That was the T series. And I want to read that so bad. But I do often find those books at other thrift stores. And then the other one was a scrapbook series. And those were like 4, 10, and 16. I don't know, somewhere around there. They were all over, guys. So I didn't pick those up. I ended up putting those back. But as you could see, this thrift store has such good prices that the books are just generally hard to pass up as it is. I did end up getting 3 books, which we will talk about now. I ended up paying $1.33 for these 3 books because all of the books with a red tag were half price. I did not know that when I went in there, or else I probably would have picked up more. But it's kind of good I didn't know that going in there because I don't want to pick up books just based. I know sometimes it's hard to pass up a good discount, but I don't necessarily need all of these books either, if that makes sense. But anyway, here are the ones I picked up. Let's talk about them. We have The Summer House by Jenny Hale. I've seen this book on, I think it's Instagram and Facebook, and I've been wanting to pick up a Jenny Hale book. So this is the one I grabbed. This is the one that was there. As you can see, it's $1.25, but half off. It does have a coffee stain on the bottom there, which isn't gonna, normally it would bother me, but it didn't. Let me show you. It did not. It kind of bled through the pages, but not enough to like really not. I'm trying to show you guys while I hold the camera with one hand, but as you can see there's like very minimal coffee on the page. So I picked this one up, can't beat it, for 60 cents. And then I picked up this one just because it looked really cute. I have not heard very many things about this whatsoever. And I think there may be 2 books in this series, if I'm not mistaken. I am not quite sure, guys, but it was adorable and I wanted to grab it. It's An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good by Helene. I don't know if that's how you say it, if you just say Helen. Tursten. There is that one, and it is so small. It's really small. I love it, and I could not resist picking this one up. And then last but not least, we have a Denise Swanson, and honestly, I've heard really great things about her writing. I did pick up another book in this series, actually. I think this might be the first one. I'm not quite sure. I know for certain I have another one of these books at home. I actually put it on my Pango because I was iffy about reading it, but now that I have this one, I'm gonna pick up the rest of the series. I believe there's only 3 out right now. I could be completely wrong. You see a theme here. I just don't know sometimes, especially with cozy mysteries and them being so long. I do think this is a shorter cozy series, and I do know for certain that I have another one in this series at home. And I believe this one or the one I have at home is book 1. So I picked up Dead in the Water by Denise Swanson. You can see there it was 50 cents. So I got it for 25 cents. And you can't beat it. You cannot beat these prices. I love going there. I always have just an absolutely amazing time. And sometimes I don't find the best books, but they have like a different variety than I usually see at other thrift stores. I also thought about picking up, what is it? The Unthinkable Greta, I don't know, something like Unsinkable Greta something. I thought about picking that up because I heard really great things about it, but if I'm gonna be completely honest with myself, I don't know that I'm 100% certain that I'm interested in reading it. I'm just mainly interested because I heard someone else read it and really enjoy it, so I don't know that I would ever get to it. So that's why I didn't pick that one up. There were quite a few other ones. I also wanted to ask you guys, sorry, I'm going off on tangents here. Do you guys know if Heather Graham's suspense series are clean and closed door? I believe they are, and I always see them at thrift stores, but I'm always so hesitant to pick them up because I just don't know. Have you guys read any of her suspense series? Do you like them? Do you not like them? I would love to know. And also, have you read any of the books I ended up picking up today? Like I said, guys, these were just such a steal. I ended up getting, so 9 plus 3, I ended up getting 12 books for, what was it, $19? No, 17, yeah, $19, which is absolutely crazy. That is like $1, was that $1.60 a book? Insane. Under $2 a book. You can't beat it. And this is why I love going thrifting. Yes, you are going to find books that are not in absolutely perfect condition, but you will find them for such a good price. I always love to say that you have to check the prices of different thrift stores. Like, I know here our Goodwill is higher priced than most other thrift stores. Our 2A is actually higher priced than most other 2A thrift stores. But I do love that you can get the 5th book free. And with the ones I got, I thought they were a steal. So look around at your local thrift stores and look at the pricing and see which ones usually price higher, which ones usually are a lot lower. You will find there is a variety of pricing out there. So don't get discouraged if you start thrifting and you go to a store and you find that they are much more higher priced. There are ones out there, especially the ones that are like, this one's a local one. There's no chain to it. There's no other stores like this one. And I feel like those ones always have the best pricing. So look for little stores like that. Again, guys, this was just an absolutely amazing trip. This does not happen very often where I get this many books for this cheap. So I am just over the moon. I am ecstatic. I cannot believe it. But I am going to end this trip here because I did get so many books. So thank you guys for sticking along with me for this thrifting video. If you've read any of these books, please let me know your thoughts down below. If you saw any books that you would have picked up, please also let me know that down below. I am always so curious to see what you guys think or are interested in. So leave that down below. Thanks guys again for sticking with me for this thrifting video. I know it wasn't that long and I know I didn't go to as many stores as I had initially planned on, but I can't thank you guys enough for being here. If you like this video, make sure to give it that thumbs up. And if you want to see more bookish related videos, please make sure to stick around. I would absolutely love to have you. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you and I will see you guys soon.